I'm Dale Smith for Loonie Politics, and the Conservatives have been crowing about the fact that they've managed to sign up 269,000 people for their leadership contest. We should put this number into some context, however. This is something like a shock and awe tactic that they're trying to use to say that there are this many thousands of Canadians who are so interested in this contest, and that's why it matters. The problem is that this number is somewhat deceiving. It's not just that this many people are interested in the party or the contest, but that it's been engineered in such a way that they are trying to use these 269,000 people to populate their voter information database. This has been a recent tactic through different political parties using different structures in order to do that, such as the Liberals abolishing party memberships altogether in order to sign up supporters, which accomplishes much the same thing. It's more about the data and less about the actual engagement. The other problem with a number like this is that it's a way in which party leaders end up centralizing power. Why I say that is because with how we've bastardized Canadian political leadership contests, by making them membership driven and by increasing the base of members every time out, what it does is it allows leaders to claim a certain kind of democratic legitimacy to their victory, and using that in turn to lord over their MPs in caucus. So for example, if it's 269,000 people who elects this next leader, they can turn to their MPs if there's some kind of a dispute and say, I represent the views of these 269,000 Canadians. You, MP, the average riding size in Canada is 78,000 electors. So it creates this sense of disparity and that they have so much more legitimacy electorally. What this has done is done away with the ability for a caucus to hold their leaders to account, and also just given them justification to centralize power within the leader's office. We've seen this repeatedly, and when the Liberals in their last contest gained, they had even more than this Conservative figure currently. What they ended up doing was rewriting the party's constitution, which did away with all kinds of accountability measures underneath that, so that the power was even more focused in the leader's office. The other thing to remember is that this doing away with accountability measures means that leaders can no longer be held to account. And the best example of this was the first Liberal leader who was chosen by a process other than caucus election, who was William Lyon Mackenzie King. When he got into trouble and his caucus was looking to get rid of him, he reminded them, you didn't select me and you can't fire me. And that's what it all comes down to. 269,000 votes means a Conservative leader will say, you didn't select me, I have more democratic weight than you do, it's not your place to try and remove me. And that causes problems for accountability. For Loonie Politics, I'm Dale Smith.